We've been warming up through the week and beginning of that sunshine. That's because we do have this high pressure that was sticking around, but we're now seeing a warm front making its way on through while we're still seeing a bit of sunshine here in the north and most of the clouds still moving up and into Canada. But let's look at what we could do with those temperatures because of that warm southerly flow on top of the sunshine we're going to be seeing. It is going to feel quite warm today for November. We're talking 50s, low 60s for those highs across the Northland. So, man, enjoy it today because warm for November is honestly quite pleasant being outside, something you want to appreciate while we have it because it's going to be changing up soon. And if you're in the Arrowhead, do notice a little bit different because we're going to be seeing this such a warm up. Lake Superior is actually going to be a bit cooler, which for November, not a very common sight that we see. And so it's going to keep not just the Arrowhead cooler, but some parts around the Twin Ports right by Lake Superior as well. So overall, if you're in Arrowhead, we can see some upper 50s into the lower half of the I should say upper 40s into the lower half of the 50s. For the rest of the Northland, we're talking mostly into the mid-50s, getting into those low 60s. And those low 60s most likely occurring the further south and west you are. And as I mentioned, going to continue to see that sunshine as we head through the day. But clouds will start to make their way through. And then some showers as we head into the overnight hours. The reason is we're going to see a cold front passing on through. But we're going to be really dry still. And I mean that we just still have a little moisture content in the atmosphere. Now, this cold front is going to have a little bit moisture content with it, but overall we're seeing most of us, if not almost all of us, staying probably under a couple tenths of an inch of rain. Some spots in northern Minnesota can see some moss have been showing maybe a little bit in the UP, but really we're not going to be seeing too much. Unfortunately, that means we're not going to be seeing too much improvement when it comes to those drought conditions. So we do still have up to severe around the Twin Ports going centrally through Carleton County. So anything to help with these drought conditions we'll take, but really we're not going to be seeing any significant help until as we get into the coming weeks because right now it looks like these drought conditions are not going to be going anywhere with the very light showers we'll be seeing. Now this cold front is going to pack a bit more of a punch when it comes to those winds. Now today the system is going to be drawing up some warm air at the south, seeing some gusts getting up to 20 miles per hour. But as we start to head into our Saturday, notice those winds shift out of the northwest behind that cold front. And notice that we can see some gusts getting up to 30 miles per hour, especially around Lake Superior here, going into the UP. That's where we're going to expect some of those stronger winds to occur. And it's really going to bring those more seasonal temperatures back. By the time we start getting towards the end of the weekend, heading into next week, we're going to see temperatures into the 30s, low 40s, which means pretty normal for this time of year. And we're going to be staying roughly seasonal as we head through much of next week. So it's not just going to be a little bit of a cool down bounce and back to the warm temperatures. We're going to be staying pretty close to normal for an extended period into next week. And let's get a closer look at what this can look like. So on Saturday, as that cold front is still passing on through, we're going to see a bit of divide. Northern Minnesota staying probably in the upper 30s, low 40s. As we get into northwest Wisconsin, areas further south in general, we're seeing a lot more of those 40s, even some low 50s. But by the time we get to Sunday, this is where all of us are going to be back into the 30s and low 40s. And we're going to see the coolest temperatures in the Monday as many of us are probably going to be staying in the 30s. And look at here, maybe in far northern Minnesota, see some spots staying around and not below freezing. And the low temperatures are going to be quite chilly too. Look at here as we get into Sunday morning, hot lows into the 20s. By the time we get into Monday and Tuesday morning, we're looking at low temperatures getting into those teens. So overall, it's going to feel a lot more like late fall. But so enjoy it while we have it today, those really nice and more mild temperatures. Now let's look at what we can see with precipitation, because it looks like we're going to be staying mostly dry after the showers tonight going into next week. We are going to have a system try to push in. However, we're going to have this high pressure system sitting off to the north, really going to hinder any progress with this system. That'll be off to the south. But on Tuesday and Wednesday, maybe some isolated scatter showers can move through, as well as a little bit of pickup in that cloud cover. But again, it's going to be very minimal when it comes to any precipitation we see, whether that be rain or snow. And as we go a little bit further, the chances for more significant precipitation will start to come as we start to head into the end of this coming week. Now, not all the models are agreeing exactly. I mean, we're talking a week out now, so not too much confidence in exactly what it's going to look like. However, a lot of the models are agreeing that there is going to be some systems because the U.S. overall is going to be in a pretty active weather pattern as we head into next week. So looks like our odds do go up as we head through next week. But until then, mostly going to be staying dry. And for today, going to be staying pretty warm. I mean, again, enjoy today because warm for November is pretty pleasant outside. But then we're going to have that cold front moving through, bring a couple showers, and bring us back to normal November weather by the end of the weekend and heading through next week.